Welcome to Limitless
Pieces
of Inspiration. I'm Sean.
And I'm Kim.
And we are here to share some inspiration with you. Every week we pick a topic to talk about. This week, we're going to start off our session with a quote. It is Black History Month. One of my favorite Black history people is Maya Angelou. And this is one of my favorite quotes, which will lead into the topic that we're going to talk about today. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. So life is this continual process of learning and relearning and applying what we've learned. And life will also give us what I call the pop quiz. So it will give us the opportunity to
I don't like pop quizzes.
We never did in school, but now we realize the importance of the material that we've learned prior to the pop quiz. So what it gives us, life gives us an opportunity to show up differently, or to apply or show up in a rhythm and an energy that works for us. So, and it's about response to what happens, or what happens on the journey and what people present to us on the journey. So Kim, talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, so I like the notion of the pop quiz and kind of learning things before we're actually, put to the test, if you will. And and it really is about how you react to things. And since I've really been on this mindfulness journey, really looking at my mindful activities and how I react to things. And if, something happens, somebody sends me an email or somebody calls me or texts me, then I may not like what it says. I have to take a step back and look at what is my reaction going to be.
And there is a difference between a reaction and a response. A reaction is not thinking it through and going forward with replying to it. A response is a well thought out, and it does take time to really get into the rhythm of thinking out our responses, because it's natural. It is a natural instinct to respond to someone, especially when we might be feeling a little attacked.
Well, we get defensive. Yeah. I mean, we can't help that. That's human nature, right? Even when we're driving our cars, right? And if somebody cuts us off, or somebody does something that you don't like, it is our normal reaction to, maybe yell or scream or whatever. But, as I'm on this mindfulness journey, I've really learned to center, really think about how am I going to deal with this in this moment? And I actually don't even let cars get to me anymore, because I'm in a place where I'm not letting other things get to me the way they used to.
And that, my friends, is owning our power. The only people that we have control over in our lives is ourselves. And Absolutely. When we learn that, I don't even drive in the fast lane anymore, because it doesn't serve me any purpose. Because if you're in a rush, I'm not. Actually, most of the time I plan out my trips and I enjoy it so much more. And there is power. There is power in owning your responses to things. There is power in showing up the way that we want to show up.
Yeah, but it's hard, and it takes time, and it's learning about yourself, learning about your triggers, because things trigger us in very different ways. And so and I think it's practicing kindness and being empathetic. Where is that person coming from? Why are they, if you're in a situation where somebody might be attacking you, why are they attacking me right now? Is it something that's more internally with them? Are they struggling? Or is it something that I really need to work on? And I think that we all need to sometimes take those pauses and really get that perspective.
You said two very critical things. One is you have to realize that people are coming from where they're coming from. We might not know what's going on in their lives. They might have a whole bunch of stuff. Although bad behavior is not excusable, there are sometimes reasons that people come at other people the way they come at other people. And what I like to say a lot is, I'm not the target. I'm just in the line of fire. So, you're not, sometimes
it's not nice to be in the line of fire.
And it's not. And sometimes we're not the target. And sometimes, but that's why the mindfulness, you said something very important. The mindfulness will teach us how to take ourselves out of that. Yes. The mindfulness will teach us boundaries. I think both Kim and I probably could tell you, there probably might be some footage of us not responding correctly, but we've learned to really take
Where's that footage?
We'll destroy it. No, I'm just kidding. But what we've learned now is how to really take the time to respond. And again, Kim and I had a situation last week where we were, and I think we do this with each other. If I'm going through something or I'm like trying to figure out how I need to respond, I'll reach out to Kim. Or if I don't do it in the moment, after the fact, I'm like, this just happened. I need someone to talk to about it. And we become support for each other. So just use the friends. Sometimes the person that you have the situation with doesn't always need to know that you have the situation with them, because that's what you have your friends for. And sometimes that person might not even be capable of processing what needs to be said in that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it really is, as we wrap up, it really is all about, living a mindful life. And, that takes time, that takes courage. Because it really is a reflection of us and, how are we processing? How are we reacting? How are we responding? So the next time you want to blow up or, get angry, take a pause, think about it, really look at the whole situation before you react.
And to use the young terminology, take a beat. Just take a beat. Take a beat. And here's what we'll close with.
I don't even know that terminology.
Yeah, take a beat. Just take a beat. I need a beat. I need a minute. I need a beat. And here's the deal. It is 90% of life is not what happens to us. 90% is our response. 10% is what happens to us. So with that, we're going to wrap up now. We've enjoyed our time with you today, and we will talk with you very soon.
Have a great day. Peace out.